to us. Thank you for the state tournament you've given to us thus far. Thank you for the two schools represented here and the parents and coaches that have invested so much into them. I pray you give us a good game and a safe game. We love you. Amen. This time I'll introduce you to the starters for the Heritage Christian Defenders. Number 14, a senior, Eric Ophoff. Number 2, Colin Lensing. Number 5, Noah Lensing. Number 7, Eric Benson. Number 8, Tyler Barry. Number 20, Braden Dykstra.
All right, welcome to the championship game of the Hammond Baptist Invitational Soccer Tournament. We have the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen varsity against the Heritage Christian Defenders. And John Borsch is joining me here in the booth. My name is Josh Conger. John Woosley is also going to be up here. We're going to have all three of us up here giving you this game. I'm excited about it. A lot of hype in the area tonight. John, what do you think about this game? What are you excited for?
It's a great matchup, and every time we see these two teams, we were just talking about it a moment ago, lots of people, lots of fans, lots of excitement. It's good rivalry over the years, Swordsmen versus the Defenders here, and it's great to see all their fans here, great to see ours showing out. And for those of you that couldn't make it, we're so happy that you could join us here live on HBTV for what is going to be, for sure, a well-fought game by both teams.
We'll show you a few of our sponsors here to get the game started. kickoff will be here momentarily. We've got Sharper Solutions, CAPS Property Management, Preferred Homes, and JAC Insurance Group. This is going to be an exciting game. Seniors on the Swordsmen, notable seniors here. We got Jaden Lemon, just been an excellent soccer player for years here at Hammond Baptist, has really come a long way as a very skilled, athletic soccer player. We've got Judson Wilkerson, who played soccer off and on, is a nice player in junior high, has really come into his own here and is now a senior. And a few of these other guys as well. Reese Richards, man, just has always been a good facilitator of the team. He played midfielder coming up and has just recently switched to a striker and a goal scorer, looking to be a little bit more of an attacker on the field, and so he's exciting to watch. He'll be fun tonight. A lot of these guys, man, stepping up, playing some big games, and they'll need another big game tonight here to take down the Heritage Christian Defenders.
And how they got here, the Swordsmen played at 12 o'clock today, and they beat State Line to advance to the championship. And Heritage Defenders, the game that was going on at the same time on another field, beat the Victory Christian Lions to advance to this game as well. So both teams certainly worked their way to get here. And, boy, it's going to be usually a championship game. It's the two best teams, and I think that's certainly what we have here, and I'm looking forward to a well-fought match here by the Swordsmen and the Defenders.
Yeah, seniors here for the Defenders, and they've got quite a few. Eric Ophoff, Colin Lenting, Noah Lenting, both seniors, Johnny Zanstra, Eric Benson, Silas Van Baren, Braden Dykstra, and Paul Ophoff. A long list there of seniors, and they're all going to be gone next year, but some real good seniors here for Heritage, and we'll see how these guys square up. Swordsmen have the first possession, John, and what do they need to do here to start the game? This is the start of the game is very important for intensity, for flow, and what do they need to do here to get the game going?
I want to see them solid on defense here and just get the ball to your experienced guys. You had mentioned Jaden Lemon. You had mentioned Reese Richards. I want to see those guys get right into the game. And they've been here before, Josh and John. They know what to do in these scenarios. Give it to your guys with experience, play off of them. And certainly Heritage, with all their seniors as well, is going to be looking to do the same thing.
Yeah, and thus far, John, the ball has been up here on the wrong end of the field. It's really been in Swordsman territory for the whole first few minutes of this game. We really need to get something going on the offense. Strikers here for the Swordsmen. James, new to the school, new to the team. Tell us a little bit about him. He's a newbie here, John. Why don't you speak to him a little bit?
Yeah, James Serrano there, a junior, and new to the school, and to be able to hop on this team as a new recruit here, if you will. He's really meshed well, and we've talked about chemistry before, and to be able to hop in here and play with guys that he hasn't played with before on that front line like Reese and Jaden, but he fits right in, and he's a fun player to watch. Very, very quick, same as Reese there, just two quick players, able to give a lot of service to Jaden in the middle, who's just going to pound home the goals for the Swordsmen.
That's good to see, and Reese Richards, another attacking forward up front. Also on the opposite side, David Fernandez, another striker there for the Swordsmen. He's been nice to see. Has come a long way. Now a sophomore, and he's got to make some big strides this season. This is the kickoff of our season, and really he's going to have a long way to come to become a leader on this team, and a striker, a goal scorer, someone that will put it in for the Swordsmen. But he's got some big shoes to fill with some of those guys that left last season.
Sure, there are a couple sophomores. David Fernandez, one of them. Esteban Santos also in the starting lineup here. And then also some guys like Darvell Blanton, Mason Wilkerson coming off the bench as well. But, yeah, Esteban got a game going versus State Line. He was the first goal off of a corner. It was a beautiful header by Esteban Santos and David Fernandez, both of them on the wings, just very, very dangerous with the ball at their feet. Can cut in, can cut out, and work to get that service into Jaden, but very dangerous players. You see Esteban on the ball right there.
That's awesome.
Guys, I'm going to jump in right here and just give you an X factor for the Swordsmen. Okay? Thank you for joining us here on HBTV.
Yeah. John Woosley right here, man.
I appreciate you joining in and tuning in here for the championship game. X factors, Josh. X factors.
Who
so X factors for this game. John and I were talking earlier about Judson Wilkerson.
Really?
Judson Wilkerson. You know what you're going to get from Jaden. And
Yeah.
Jaden is just a solid all-around player, and he is just going to bring it every game. Judson, he can come and go, and if the Swordsmen aren't careful, that physicality that Judson Wilkerson brings and just that tenacity to kind of get almost in the other players' heads a little bit and just kind of after that ball, tracking that ball down, we got to have that from Judson. And then that's it. If you noticed, Heritage, the last couple games they played have been very low scoring. So especially up on the offensive side, David Fernandez, Reese Richards, those two guys are guys I'm going to be watching on that front line of the Swordsmen. Two of the more skilled offensive players for them, and we got to see them step up and show up for our championship game tonight.
John Borsch, your X factors. What are you thinking? What do you see tonight?
Well, John had just mentioned it, and maybe he stole some of mine there, but no, but really, when you're playing Heritage, as he said, and
Nice
send. Out
Get there, Connor.
and he won't be able to get there.
Ugh.
But with Heritage having such a strong defense, maybe we don't get as many chances as we've had our first few games. So when you do get that chance, you've got to take advantage of it. You know, when you get that chance out in front of goal, put a shot on goal and make Heritage work and make sure that we're getting shots at the goalie and at the net.
Man, and we've been talking about this, but our defensive line, Judson Wilkerson, John, you mentioned him, but Judson's hanging out back there and helping out. You got Jeff Woosley, Judson Wilkerson, Travis Wilson. Heritage has not gone to the right side except for, I think, one time this whole game. They've been hanging out on the left side. I don't know if that's intentional or that's just their strength, but it seems like Jeff Woosley might be an X factor back there on defense, just because that's going to be where that ball's played at. For the majority of the game, it looks like, from what we've seen in the first few minutes.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, along with the list of sophomores, Travis Wilson there, but getting to start, or I don't know if he was on the starting lineup, to be honest, but getting in the game pretty early here.
I think Dave Fernandez subbed out. I believe he was a starter, then he subbed out quickly, maybe with a bit of an injury. I'm not sure the reason. Oh, Jeff Woosley.
Watch out, some trouble there.
Just talked about it, man. That's a scary spot. Now, they're going to be gunning at him down there at the fullback position, and he's a solid freshman, a real sturdy player, strong player, aggressive player, like his brother Joe, like his older brother John, just a sturdy player in the backfield that's fun to see.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier, I wasn't sure where Jeff would fit in to this Swordsman team. You know, he is athletic, smart, and I just wasn't sure where he'd fit in, and so far this season it's been nice. He's held his own back there on defense.
Yeah, and they had him at midfield. They had him, and he can be an attacking mid and defensive mid. He can play all of that. But, yeah, right now he's sitting there at fullback, and he can really just play wherever he's put, and it's kind of fun to see. A lot of these guys are that way, John, and I think Reese Richards is another one like that. We talked about him. He's just a real great midfielder, but has been switched to striker a little bit last season and this season, but has done some good goal scoring and can really put the ball in the net. And it's been nice to see him evolve his game a little bit to fill that role. As James gets the pull right off of him, this is going to be Reese pushing the ball ahead. Has a look. Reese Richards kicks it, and it's in! Reese Richards right away, man, with a goal. John Woosley, John Borsch, we all saw it coming. James, huge play off of the thigh, and just a deflection, something small, but gets a little bit of space, and Reese takes full advantage. Great goal look there for the Swordsmen. It's 1-0.
We have seen Reese Richards, and we have mentioned it a couple times, Josh, but it seems that he is just so calm and cool when he gets the ball there in the box. We're all going crazy. The fans are going nuts. He's just got a cool head.
Yeah.
And the goalie's coming at him, but he just coolly picks a corner. Easy as you like. 1-0 by Reese Richards. Beautiful play. Good hustle, as you mentioned, by James to really get that break going for the Swordsmen.
Good heads-up play there. Reese, he was on his toes watching the play, engaging the play, and just broke as soon as he saw that opportunity. And good players do that. They just take advantage of every opportunity, and we saw Reese do it there.
John Borsch said the word cool, right? And this is something that Reese has had ever since he was a sixth grader. He was always small in junior high, but I got to coach him for 3 full years there, and every year he got better and better, but it wasn't always just physically. His mind is just second level. He can really see the field. He knows where guys need to be, and that's why he lended himself to a mid. But as a striker, that's just so great to have someone that doesn't buckle under pressure. And you saw there, he didn't need to do something fancy, just put it in the right corner, right? The goalie was up, he was high in the box, just put it in the right corner, get the goal, and gets him the lead there.
And you've seen Heritage here with the majority of the possession that's coming
defense.
in and cleared off by Jeff Woosley. Mark coming to get it, and he has it. But Swordsmen are fine. If they're going to be on defense most of the game, that's fine. But you saw in the counterattack right there, if you're going to be on defense, that's when they're so dangerous.
The middle.
And you see it here again with Connor Lemon coming up the side.
Cross that ball.
Nice
save!
Reese again pushes him off. Reese Richard just put off there by Colin Lenting, the senior.
Yeah, and he's a big body. Colin Lenting also plays some basketball. That kid can run, he can go, and he's a nice defensive back down there. Really put some pressure on Reese, and Reese thought he had a goal. Oh, right in the face. But Judson Wilkerson, good heads-up play. Literally a heads-up play. Got him right in the head. And that's going to Reese Richards. Reese a little bit long, and that's going to be to Lenting there. They're going to push it up the right side for the first time. Daniel Webb gets a touch, and he hasn't really seen much action over there as they've been hounding the left side. I appreciate these left fullbacks over here, Jeff and Travis, just holding it down back there. I mean, there's been a lot of action early, and they've done a great job holding down the fort.
Yeah, John, talk to us about spreading the field. I know you've mentioned it in previous games. Give us some strategy there.
It's huge. A lot of times, there's a little nutmeg there by Jaden Lemon.
Yes.
But it gets bunched up.
Yeah.
Bunched up, John, in the middle of the field. And to be able to use, especially when the Swordsmen have wingers like they do with Connor and Reese and David Fernandez, guys like that, oftentimes defense is going to be in the middle of the field. Get it out wide, run down those channels, and it's going to open up so many other opportunities for your offense.
Oh, man, nice heads-up play. That could have been a disastrous play there if it would have gotten through that line. And I like Daniel Webb back there, too. We got some nice defensive backs, but a new regime. We had some solid fullbacks last season that almost all left, and really 3 new guys back there. Dave Michalski sitting at fullback, and that kid was a goal scorer. He was one of 2 strikers all through junior high and had a ton of the goals, but now a defensive player just sitting back there at fullback, and just some nice players back there, but certainly a new regime, and we'll see how they hold up to Heritage's offense.
Here comes Dave Michalski.
He's going to score a goal here.
Center and gets the Connor. Here right in the middle of the field. Had a substitution for the defender, Edison Zanstra. Seeing some minutes here. The sophomore there in the middle of the field. You'll see him running around with the headband on. That's Edison. Here come the Swordsmen. This is...
Man, good help by Jaden Lemon to go back and play some defense. I mean, he was all the way back there helping out Michalski, who had come up. Oh, and James has a look. Just a bit deep. That's going to go to goal. And good hustle, though.
Guys, I'm interested to see what happened to David Fernandez. He was in the starting lineup. I don't know if something on the jog out. We saw him. He was holding a bit there, and I don't know if it was just on the jog out or if it was something from last game that was a lingering issue. But we see Travis Wilson. You mentioned him. He's doing a great job. But David Fernandez kind of makes me wonder what's up over there and if we'll see him this game.
And sometimes you just need an opportunity. And maybe Travis Wilson, who knows if he would have gotten in the game this early before that happened, but now a chance to play fullback and show what he can do. And I always love that, man. When a guy goes down, the next guy just needs to step up and play the game. And Travis is a great one to do that. Does it in basketball, just a gritty player, and it's fun to see him back there on defense.
Dave Michalski, far side over there, battling. Dave, one of those guys, and both of you, we've talked about Dave. He's just a machine. Yeah. And that word we have for him is just relentless. You see him, number 17. He was just up playing offense, and now he's sprinting back, trying to hold the line on defense. And one of those players, you just got to love him.
Hey, the guy he plays like kind of from last year is Josh Perez, just positionally. I think Josh Perez was constantly back there right in front of the goal on defense, and he was the guy up there assisting someone on offense as well. He's just... It's nice to see those guys that can go, those guys that are just in great shape, have no issue running the field, and they'll put in the work, put in the time to do it.
Johnny Zanstra in the game for the first time, a senior for the defenders.
And Silas Van Buren, just a wide right shot there, had a little space and took a shot. And that'll be their 3rd shot on goal. John and John, we have 3-1 on shots, and our 1 was a goal, and they've taken 3 without a goal. And you like to see that efficiency on offense, being efficient, taking those shots and making them count. And that's what I like to see. You like to see these guys be efficient. Peak efficiency is always something we strive for, at work, in the work world, and it's something you should strive for in the soccer field and the basketball court as well. Be efficient. Whether you're shooting, playing offense, defense, be efficient. Oh, and a nice set
turn by Jaden Lemon looking to send James.
Oh, and that's a penalty, it looks like. They're going to get him.
As Noah Lenting and James Carreno fighting for the ball there, right in front of some Hardy fans here for the defenders.
Yeah.
And Josh, they always have a great showing. The Heritage defenders from right here in Dyer, Indiana, and some good friends there. and they love soccer, love their sports programs, and we love anytime we get to play them, especially in a big game. It's always something special.
Now, John, a second ago, John Borsch, there was a penalty right in front of the booth. Explain which penalties lead to a direct kick and which ones to an indirect kick, because that's sometimes confusing, and how the ref holds their flag and what means what. Just, because one thing means you can shoot at the goal, the other one means you can't, but what constitutes which one of those?
Sure, a few things here. So, first of all, I believe, and you can see on the screen, and you'll know just soccer, the goalie box. All right, so where the goalie presides, that 18-yard box there. If there's a penalty inside by the defense, that's going to lead to a penalty kick on the spot. But everywhere else on the field, a penalty is just going to lead to a free kick. The ref puts the ball down in the spot of the penalty, and the team there takes a free kick. Again, like similar to basketball, it is in the ref's view. But basketball, you have fouls, right? 5 fouls and you're out of the game. Soccer, you can get a foul on you without getting carded there. So either a yellow card or red card gets you out of the game. But you have to do something pretty grisly for that. So hopefully we don't see any of that.
Here's Reese Richards. We got 2-on-2 here. James Carreno near side, looking across to the middle and deflected right off the head of Eric Ophoff.
Oh, yeah, almost had a header. Been really great to have a goal from Heritage. If they could score one for us, that'd be just wonderful. It'd help the cause a whole lot.
Appreciate it, yeah. And just getting that ball into the box, you never know what's going to happen. And especially on this corner, Swordsmen have done great from corners. Look for the head of Jaden Lemon here. Esteban Santos, far post. In by Connor Lemon.
Oh, went through.
Yeah, it gets through everybody.
See, that's a no-no. When there's a corner, the ball can, especially if you're on offense, you can't let that ball just go through everybody. You really got to get a foot on it, get a body on it. And Esteban, nice center to Jaden Lemon. Jaden Lemon having some space and a tough shot. Can't get it to go. He might have another look here. Some space again. Good clear out. That's excellent work there from Heritage to not give him the shot. Mason Wilkerson, the young sophomore out there on the wing as well, trying to set Connor Lemon. Connor playing some aggressive ball there, trying to get to this corner, get the ball centered. He has James ahead of him, Reese ahead of him. Now to go to Jeff Oosley. Man, header to header. Oh, right to Jaden. Great spot there for Mason Wilkerson. Might set him again. Sends it soaring in the air. And that's the fullback there for Heritage. Really taking care of business, clearing out his box. A lot of headers here. That is like 4 straight headers in a row.
Oh, nifty footwork guy. Reese Richards gets himself a shot.
Yeah.
But a tame one right at the keeper there for Heritage.
Oh, a lot of bodies flying out there. Good effort from Heritage. And that's Edison Zanstra right there on the ball. Edison only a sophomore, so a young player out there for Heritage. Good deflection. And that's James again with another deflection. Last time he did that led to a goal. That's just being a ball hawk, being all over the ball, and especially as a striker, you got to be up there. Just wherever that ball is, give yourself a chance. And, the last game we commentated, John Borsch, we had said something about just making sure you give your opponent a lot of chances to make a mistake.
Sure.
They might not always do it, but give them a chance to make a mistake. And if they can make a mistake on just a few of those opportunities, those will lead to goals.
Connor Lemon.
Oh,
watch out.
Yeah. That looked legal. I think he kicked the ball into his feet, tripped him up a little bit.
Very dangerous tackle there. You got to be careful. Reese Richards getting the ball. Now all of a sudden, Swordsman really ramping up the pressure. Oh, and this is a great spot right here.
Good.
So as we were talking,
direct right from the middle,
outside the box here. But you've got a couple ones to watch out for. But I think this is Jaden Lemon's shot to take here. And this is a great spot. When you're taking a shot like this, oftentimes if you're too close to the box, it's hard to get the ball over this wall that Heritage is making and back down. But this here, you got plenty of time to get it up and down and see if you can do it.
I would not want to be in that wall when Jaden Lemon's shooting, man. That kid can flame the ball. I would just let my teammates stand in front of the ball. I will stand over here on the side where it's safe. Jaden can shoot hard, man.
In the earlier game, Jaden was taking a free kick like that, and all 3 of the guys on the wall just had their head down. they weren't even watching.
Dude, I would too, man. I'm not standing in front of Jaden Lemon. He has a free kick, and he's 10 feet in front of me.
I didn't know if that was really smart or not very smart. Do you want to anticipate that ball hitting you or not? Try to get out of the way.
At that point, I'm just like, you guys, take the goal. Take the goal, guys. I'll give it to you. I'm not going to stand in front of you.
Here's that numbers. Far side.
Oh, no. Good defense there by Noah Lenting. Oh, had a look there, 2-on-1, but could not take it out. Heritage, John, a little bit of a brick wall here. And I know that we've got a goal, but it's not like we're getting a ton of looks and a ton of chances.
Yeah, Johnny Zanstra. Oh, I'm sorry, Noah Lenting, that senior center, seems to be the stopper for the defenders. There, you see him in yellow cleats. They're just above the 18. Very quick, and seems to be a smart defender. John, we talked a bit in an earlier game about players stabbing at the ball. And sometimes in high school soccer especially, you make one kind of juke, they'll stab, and you can get right around them. And he's not one of those guys. A solid defensive line here for the defenders.
He's a senior. He's like, I'm 18. I'm not stabbing for nothing. You're not kidding me. I feel like that just comes with the maturity. You see it from Reese Richards, Jaden Lemon, and no different for Noah Lenting. These guys that have been around, they've played a lot of soccer. I mean, they've been playing ball in the summer. They've been playing soccer for the teams in the falls, and they just see a lot. You know, it's hard to fake those guys out a lot of times. Darvell Blanton out there for the defense for the Swordsmen, getting some minutes and using some of the young guys out there. I like to see it, get some of those reps. Oh, poke it. That's Jaden Lemon. Handball.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, if we can see it from here, they've got to be able to see it from there. This booth is, and John, the booth, tell us about the booth. You guys have constructed this, and over the summer, I believe I was seeing updated pictures as you were doing it, but tell us, about who did it and how quickly it went up.
Yeah, many of you watching know that we were live streaming during basketball and had a lot of people get involved. Here comes, is that Dave Fernandez back? No, it's James. James Torreno, here he is.
Oh, no.
Saves it in there on the far side. Thought it was out. A couple Heritage players thought it was out.
Oh, Reese has Mason out there on the wide side. Give it to it. Judson's got the ball. Ooh. Shot on goal, a little high. Judson sends it over the goalpost. It'll be a goal kick coming out. Sorry, John.
Yeah, no, but as I was saying during the basketball season, guys, if we can get a shot of the booth here at the top of the concession stand there, Ryan, if we can get a shot of the booth, that'd be awesome. And here's the booth here at the top. You see us. This was constructed over the summer, and again, just generous people that wanted to jump in, get involved, and see soccer live stream, and we made it happen. So thankful for Brian Black, Jack Huckins, James Goodall, guys that dove in and just really helped. Chad Dowdy helped us put this thing here and built a camera tower and ran cords and all that good stuff. As here comes Heritage on the attack. As we kind of get back to the game here, Jeff Woosley clearing things out. And, man, Mark Markowski looked nervous back there for a second, boys. He was...
Now, do you think Mark
nearly a
Markowski's
one-on-one.
Do you think he's nervous? I think that kid just never feels nerves at all. He seems like he could just take a shot from Ronaldo and stop it. He just doesn't seem scared to me. I just think he wants some action.
I guess if I was Mark, I would have been nervous. Okay. At that point, man, it was almost a one-on-one. But you're right. Mark he's a stud back there.
Well, do you think honestly, do you think he's getting nervous back there, Mark Markowski? If you were in his head right now. Is he nervous, or is he like, dude, give me that ball, I'm going to eat it up?
Yeah.
Which one is
right. That is more of his mentality.
Well, I know Dave is very much, he'd be like that, but Mark, I don't know. I've not seen a lot of Mark yet, so I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
4 long years now here to be goalie. I mean, that's presumptuous of me, but he's the goalie as a freshman, and so it would be assumed, I guess, that he'd be the goalie for the next 4 years. It's nice to get those young goalies. I remember Austin Salazar back in the day was a young goalie they picked up as a freshman and really just had him for 4 years. It's nice to get those guys young, so then it just establishes some dominance back there and gets them some reps. I'm excited for Mark. John Borsch, what player are you most excited about their future? It's got to be a freshman or sophomore, but what young player excites you the most? For the Swordsmen, obviously.
Yeah, sure, I'll give you two, and I believe it's two of the ones I mentioned earlier. It's Esteban Santos and David Fernandez, both of them sophomores. But already pillars on the team, and extremely athletic, but just skilled soccer players too. And I think they're going to be providing a lot of the goals in the coming years for the Swordsmen.
Yeah, it's good. Esteban and David, both of those guys, man, as 6th graders, were just fighting neck and neck with 8th graders and loving it, like not even backing down. Esteban especially. Those guys were scaring me like they wanted to street fight people in these games. I mean, they're going at guys twice their height, just bodying them up, and they got some space here. Oh, good stop by Mark Markowski. Jeff was pushing him to that goal line, just pushing, and finally he got the shot off, but Mark Markowski there to stop it. Man, great look from him.
You'll notice a couple things there. A couple minutes ago, same really setup where they had it on the left wing, and instead of continuing to drive down the left wing, he cut it back on his right foot. And when you do that, you really lose, whatever step or two you had on the defender there, you're going to lose that when you cut it back. So this time he continued to drive, and he had Jeff Woosley by a step or two. Jeff able to at least push him into a bad angle for a shot there.
Yeah, smart.
But if you're Heritage, you got a shot that time. So it's better if you can get the ball down that wing and keep pushing.
John Woosley, who are your favorite 2 young players that excite you for the future? They could be juniors, I guess, because they're still young. They're not seniors.
Oh, yeah, it's easy for me. Jeff Woosley, obviously my brother.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously biased, but I'm excited to see where he fits in. I mean, obviously he was a freshman playing back on D and doing a solid job, but as he grows and matures, I mean, he's going to be a big part of this team. And Mark Michalski, back in goal. You know, maybe I'm reiterating that point, but just an animal back in goal. And it's no matter how good your offense is, one goalie can do and can stop a lot of good shots back there. And I'm certainly excited to see Mark grow into that position.
Oh, man, Connor's got some space. They got 2 guys ahead, James, Reese, filling the sides. James has the ball, right side, pushing it to the corner. Might go to Reese there. Good slide tackle from Heritage, but James trying to retain possession.
Man,
still got it. Still got the ball. Connor doing some damage. Number 11 here in black goes right middle. He's got some space. Oh, and Connor just sails it over the goal. But a nice look from Connor Lemon to cut it back to the middle. Really faked out the defender, John. A good look there on goal. Just could not convert it. But I like where his head's at there. Taking it to the middle and taking the shot.
Yeah, a lot of inexperienced defenders, they see that leg wind up and they're going down because they think the shot's coming, and Connor took advantage of that. While he went down, he just said, you know what, I'm going to dribble past you. And it led to an open look for him, but a skilled move by a very young player.
You know, since we were talking about it, my favorite player, I guess it's up and coming, David Michalski. I really love that guy, man, as a basketball player and even as a soccer player. He's a junior this year. And I'm excited to see what he does with the team next year. He'll be a senior, and Dave Michalski's got a lot of potential. Good center there. Oh, and Reese Richards might have a look. Got to have that ball, boys. Got to have it. Judson Wilkerson retains it. He's gritty, man. Judson working hard out there. Nice little poke to James. Could not turn and look for a shot. Man, I like how Judson's fighting. John, you called him your X Factor, John Woosley, and he might be the X Factor. This is big, just retaining those balls in the middle. That midfield position is just so vital in soccer, being able to play defense and offense and to assess when which is needed, and Jeff saves that one there, centers it.
And when your offense has the ball for an extended time like that, Heritage, a chance to break, on the counterattack, and having a guy there like Judson Wilkerson to be able to stop that break, kind of the one-man wall there. He's done a great job, and then every once in a while seeing him come forward and be part of the offense, a special player.
And right now I believe we have 2 attacking mids and 2 defensive mids. The attacking mids currently, we have Connor Lemon and Jaden Lemon. It's nice. They're brothers, 3 years separated, or 4 years separated. I believe Jaden's a senior, Connor's a freshman. And it's nice they get to play together. This is going to be a fun year for them, and both playing that same position, right and left side. It's good to see them together. And then 2 defensive mids, which currently are Travis Wilson and I believe David Michalski. But that defensive mid, I'm sorry, Esteban Santos is that other defensive mid. And those guys are super important, I think, just being able to stop the ball whenever you need to. If that ball gets to the fullback line, that's just a scary spot for a goalie. Maybe not Mark Michalski, but if me, John, or John were goalie, we'd be scared back there when it hits the back line. So those defensive mids are so vital. Just giving your guys some confidence back there to not have to do all the work. We got the lights on out here at Hammond Baptist. It is an evening game. It's not as hot as it was, so that's big. I didn't have to sit here through the heat. John Woosley, you and John Borsch had to, I believe.
Yeah,
for a few of those games.
John Borsch is up here just about all afternoon.
Wow.
Basically been holding down the fort up here, sweating things out. It did get a little warm up here at some point. If you're watching here on YouTube or Facebook, if you wouldn't mind, go and hit that like or maybe subscribe if you get the chance there on YouTube, or make sure you get notified when big games, when we're streaming here on HBTV. As Jaden Lemon goes down there hard.
He could be a gymnast, John.
That's
impressive.
Yeah, that was good. Our producer for tonight's game, and John Borsch, I'm going to have you talk about him here in a second, say some endearing words. But Jack Huckins is a legend up here. So, John, what would you have to say about our producer here?
It's ironic
I
that
have
you
nothing
ask
to
me because he has been giving me the business the whole afternoon. But no. If I'm to put that beside, no, Brother Jack, one of the hardest workers up here, and John, Josh, none of us have the skill or expertise to make any of this happen. We can talk a little bit, but to put all the wires where they need to be, and me just calling it wires and all that, I mean, I'm sure Brother Jack is getting offended by that, but both to have the skill and to make the time for the Swordsmen and for HBTV has been, we wouldn't have it without him. That's not me being nice. That's a true statement. So we thank Brother Jack and all his hard work.
The fact that you just said that Jack Huckins, all he does is wires. That's insulting, John. I should apologize for that. What does Jack do? He does wires. Yeah. That's great. No, so much more than wires. Man's excellent. Man, some good fight down here. Some good fight down here from Jeff Woosley. Man, and we said at the beginning, and it really has held true. He's had a lot of action down there. That right fullback position, typically, I mean, in most soccer games, the left fullback gets all the action. The left fullback sees all the work. The ball's on the left side because people genuinely like to go to their right foot, you know, and like to shoot with their right foot. But this game, man, Heritage has been eating up the left side of the field, and that's just not something I don't think we're used to. Would you agree with that? Do you think that's true, or was that just a complete lie I just said?
I certainly think that Jeff has gotten a lot of the action here, and that side of the defense, as you had mentioned, has really been strong. And Mark, you know, I've had in the last couple of days, I've had Owen Coffey up here, and I had Tyler Huckins and all of these guys, members of the team last year. But all of them, and Josh Vargas earlier today, and some defensive guys, and they said, you know what, we're doing our job when our goalie doesn't have to do much work.
Yes.
And so if you ask Jeff Woosley.
Jaden. You're going to get him. Whack. Penalty.
Yeah, but if you ask Jeff Woosley or some of these other defensive guys, hey, if Mark's not getting any work, hey, they're doing their job. They're happy about that.
Yeah, I agree. Owen Coffey would know. He was the goalie last year and an excellent goalie for us. You know, we've talked about all these young guys. What about these seniors? What do you like about, you know, Reese Richards, Jaden Lemon, Judson Wilkerson, these guys holding down the fort as seniors? Oh, great save there by Mark Marhalski and a long shot there. He thought he was going to throw that ball. Sends it right to half field to Connor Lemon.
That's a great touch by Connor Lemon to get the ball under control. It is very hard to do.
Touch it. Oh, man, James thought he had it.
Man,
Noah
that's
Lenting,
Noah,
man. He's everywhere.
Noah's a staple here. Looks like Heritage ball. This is number 14 for the defenders. Eric Ophoff, a senior.
You know, and Noah Lenting looks very controlled as well. Similar to Reese Richards on the front line, Noah Lenting on the back line looks very similar to him. He doesn't look like frightened at all. You know, I just really looks ready for everything. Look at him right now. The ball's in his area, and he's just like, we'll stop it. You know, he's just a very confident player. And maybe not. Maybe they won't stop it. Reese Richards giving him some action down here. Oh, and it gets poked out. Judson retains. He's just always there. He's just always there in the middle looking for that ball, staying active.
That's another Ophoff there causing problems there. That was Alex Ophoff, the sophomore. Clearing that ball. It'll be Swordsman ball right in front of the fans here near side. Jeff Woosley, the freshman, looking for some help here. Finds Jaden Lemon slicing in.
So smooth. Jaden Lemon with the footwork. Just knows he can take it. Whoever he is, he knows he can take him, you know. It's nice seeing that kind of confidence offensively from one of your star players. John, Jaden Lemon, what do we like about him? He's a senior, and man, last year as a Swordsman, what do you want to see from him this year?
Yeah, you know, Jaden Lemon, a star offensive player, Josh, and one of those guys that is just, the word I would use for him would be crafty.
Yeah.
We talked earlier, myself and Chad Dowdy were talking, and Reese Richards is super physical, and he's always, you know, really, I mean, bodies are flying. He's, you know, scrapping for the ball. And it feels like Jaden Lemon just the opposite, where he's almost never getting touched.
Yeah.
And he's just crafty, I feel like. I mean, he's juking people out. He's just crafty at how he steals the ball, takes the ball, slices through the defense.
Oh, did we see any illegal throw in there? John Boyer was talking about it yesterday. Might have been, or maybe it's just over the line or something. I am curious. Ref blows the whistle, points it out. And it's not illegal because he's thrown it in again. Might have just been the wrong spot. Sometimes they try to cheat the spot a little bit, run up the line, and throw that ball in quickly. The ref said, not on my watch. I'm a veteran. You're not doing that to me. Throw it in again. And they do.
This is still Eric Ophoff throwing it in. And he's the left fullback back here on defense. Looks like the defenders only have 2 defenders.
Oh, wow.
Looking for a big throw here.
2 defenders. They are defenders. The Heritage Christian defenders. Intentional. Oh, poke it. Reese Richards. Maybe have some numbers here if James get ahead of the play. Oh, push it. 3-on-2. Reese.
Ooh.
Oh, and gets stopped there. James
good
retains
boy,
the possession.
James.
Megdom
Come on, Connor.
goes to Connor Lemon. Connor keeps it. Has some space. Connor Lemon trying to push up the side. Fake right. Goes right. Oh, turns around the corner. Crosses it. Oh, and Reese Richards might have had a look there. Travis Wilson going to fight here for that ball. To no avail here.
Good
Jacob
boy,
Van
Travis.
Buren retains. A good hustle from Travis Wilson.
That's
Love
30
watching Travis, man. What a fighter.
That's 37, Jacob Van Buren, the junior, call for the violation there for the defenders. This is Dave Michalski going to line up the free kick here.
Nice send. Oh, see, now Heritage could have numbers as well, John. Dave Michalski, our center fullback, came all the way up for that kick, and you don't want to lose the ball here. That'd be a dangerous thing to do. Oh, and they might. Oh, no. Jeff Woosley got around him.
Uh-oh.
This is Heritage.
Good deal.
Eric Benson trying to push up, and Jeff fighting it. Not on my watch, Jeff says, and really trying to retain the ball. I like that, man. And taking responsibility. John, you were talking about this yesterday, John Borsch. When you lose the ball, take responsibility for it. I don't like when someone loses the ball but then just lets it go. Just go back and retain it.
I like
mean, if
that.
you lost it, you go get it. That should
Yeah.
be just on your mind, the responsibility of mistakes. Just fix what you have broken. And Jeff did it there.
Yeah, no, I do that all the time. Break something and just walk away.
Yeah.
I don't really like what you're saying right now, Josh.
You break John Borsch's chalkboard or something in class.
Oh, trouble. Wow.
Right in front
Yeah.
of the
Mark, way
swordsman
to
goal.
grab it. Oh, my.
Boy, he's sending James on a run.
I know,
Oh,
and 15
yikes.
seconds to go. Go for it. Jaden Lemon sensing the time.
Here he goes. Jaden Lemon catches that ball,
Get
going
in
for
there.
the throw.
8 seconds.
One last push here. It looks like that ball's a little slippery out there, boys. As it slipped right through his hands. And, folks, that's how we will end the first half of play in our championship game. This is the 2022 Kickoff Classic. John Woosley, Josh Conger, John Borsch here giving you the game. We'll be back here in about 10 minutes for the second half of play. John, before we go, give us 2 keys to look for the second half. What are coaches talking about? What can the defenders do to eat at this deficit? Swordsmen, likewise. What are we looking for?
Swordsmen, keep pushing. All right, don't fall back. Don't get cocky with the lead. Don't get the too defensive here. You got to keep pushing for a goal. Like Josh Vargas said earlier today, you're either push for a goal. All right, don't push for the win. All right, you're pushing for the goal, and you'll get the win at the end there. So let's look for another goal. Look for goal number 2. And if you're the defenders, you're down. You got to come back, and there's no other choice about it. So why try to be too cute? Just push the tempo. They got to get a goal to get back in this thing. So what are they waiting for? They're going to need to attack things and get it going.
There you go. Love it, man. All right, we'll be back here in about 9 minutes for the second half of play for the championship game of the 2022 Kickoff Classic. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Welcome back to the second half of the Swordsmen varsity against the Heritage Christian Defenders. It's 1-0 right now. Swordsmen are up, and I'm here in the booth. My name is Josh Conger. This is John Borsch in the booth. John Woosley's up here in the booth. And Jack Huckins is up in the booth, the producer, the executive producer. And it's going to be starting off with a Heritage tip, and the game will start here. Second half will start. 8 shots on goal for the Swordsmen, 6 for the Defenders. John, you gave 2 keys. Why don't you give them again for the second half, 1 for each team. What do they need to do here?
Swordsmen looking to continue to press the issue, search for that second goal. Defenders, you got nothing to lose here. All right, you're already losing. They've got to commit men forward, and they got to get after this thing, get that thing tied up. Once and if they get that thing tied up, then maybe, sure, you can back off a little bit and play more safe. But for now, they've got to push and they've got to tie this thing up, or it's going to be a Swordsman win.
Yeah, and I think that the Swordsmen are aware of that. If they get a second goal here, you're going to see a lot of these seniors and older players drop back and play some defense, help out a little more at the fullback spot, and really play smart. But you got to have the second goal first. 1 goal is certainly not enough to start playing defense this early, and they need to be attacking, playing aggressive, looking for shots. Just playing the way they would play if they were down 2 goals. You know, just playing aggressive. And some of these older guys just done a good job in the game. And I'm excited for the second half. I'm excited to see these guys in the second half of their championship game, senior year. Reese Richards, Jaden Lemon, Judson Wilkerson. I'm excited for what they're going to do. Man, Reese is so controlled out there, John. We talked about it first half. I love watching him whenever we have the ball up there. He never looks flustered, just very, very cool, very calm. And but then he'll kill you. He'll put a goal in right behind you, and you blinked for 2 seconds. You know,
Sure.
He's just one of those players that's so fun to watch. Jaden Lemon, same thing. And I've seen Jaden Lemon put goals in from half field. He's just insane. He's got a great foot, great eye for the game, knows where his teammates are, and just a good vision-oriented player. He knows the game well, plays a lot of soccer, very skilled. Cool as a cucumber, as we said, and just a cool, nifty player to watch. And same with Judson Wilkerson. Judson Wilkerson is just very aggressive, a gritty player. He's always been that, just a gritty, in-your-face kind of player, and never has any issues.
And you need that mix on a team, Josh. You need some guys that are technical, like a Reese Richards. You can just count on them.
Yeah.
Jaden Lemon. And you need guys like a Judson Wilkerson that they're just going to get after it, okay? Maybe not as technically soccer skilled.
Oh, Reese had it right through someone's legs, has some space, centers the ball. Jaden looked at his shot and just blows it into the T-ball field. That is way out to right field. Literally, it's in right field of the T-ball field right now. Jaden sent it to the moon and back. But I'm telling you, he has that power. I mean, he can load you up and just put goals in the back of the net like no one's business. And it's fun to watch, but it's not fun if you're on defense. You do not want to be looking at that kid eye to eye. If you're seeing him eye to eye, he's too close. He needs to be back in midfield. He gets up there close, you're in danger territory.
Yeah,
and a trip up there, too.
Nice start to this half by the Swordsmen on the front foot like we were talking about. And that's what you want to see, the aggression there. But here comes Heritage.
Yeah, and Heritage is getting eaten up out there. I feel like there's 2 black on every white jersey out there, you know, just 2 guys attacking the ball, attacking their strikers, and not letting them get anything. And this is Noah Lending again, just taking care of business. He's just had such a good game. And there's a boot to the goalie to no effect there. That ball is going to get sent right back out. Their goalie, John Borsch, not getting a ton of action tonight. Had 1 goal put in behind him, right by Reese Richards. But not a ton of shots like really hard at him. Some of our shots have just been over the goal, outside the goal. But really, I'd like to give him some action. I want to put it right in the corners there, make him die for it, see what he can do.
Just anything.
Just test him out.
It really, if you put a shot on goal, you know, and put the pressure on him to catch the ball.
Yeah.
If he does not catch the ball, we've got people looking for the rebound there that can. So just putting shots on goal causes problems, and I want to see more of that.
Jaden tried to set it to Reese right there in the corner. Connor Lemon doing a good job out there as well. Heritage has the ball. Oh, it just got past one Judson's there to clean it up. See, every time you get a little bit of hope if you're a Heritage fan, Judson Wilkerson is just hanging out, looking to chop your head off, so to speak, out there, and pop your balloon or whatever it is. When you get your hopes up, he will shoot them down. I like it. I feel like he's just always in the right spot, right time. You know, those guys, it's not like you can plan for that. It's just the knack for the game. And sometimes that gets developed year by year, and a lot of times you see those seniors like Noah Lenting. I mean, it's happened for him. He just always seems to be in the right spot, right time, and a lot of fun stuff here. Right now, the fullbacks for the Swordsmen, we got Dave Merhalski at center fullback. Jeff Woosley over here, speaking of, just kicked the ball and sent it right up front at right fullback, and then Daniel Webb at left fullback, and all three of those guys are just dominant. They're forces, they're brick walls, and those guys are going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to see them develop. None of those guys are leaving this year, so all of them at least are going to come back for a second year. Daniel Webb, there he is, eating it all up, man. I love watching that. Oh, no, and then some miscommunication. Esteban Santos trying to get in the action there with Daniel Webb, and they set it back, and Silas Van Buren, a shot straight up in the air, and Daniel Webb's got to clear that ball. Might have been trouble, still could be trouble, and that's going to be out the goal line. It'll be a goal kick coming out. Man, John Borsch could have done a lot of things better there. Give us a couple.
A couple things, yeah. Mark, he's got to decide one way or the other. We talked about it with some other goalkeepers, but he's either got to come out and get the ball or he's got to stay. And getting stuck in the middle there is not going to help either way. So for him to make up his mind, and then, you had mentioned the communication, but just getting the ball and turning to the outside, and not setting up their team. We almost set their team up with a chance because we turned into the inside and gave it to them.
Yeah, and that's something that you'll learn. And Daniel Webb is now a junior, and I feel like you're at the point now where you got to learn that stuff. You cannot let that ball go middle. And anytime we touch, you don't want to touch to the middle. You want to touch to the outside, push to the outside, turn to the outside. Always the goal. You got to be thinking that way. And again, that's just giving yourself a chance to mess up. You know, if you play the ball to the middle, you just never know what could happen, and dangerous things can happen when you start letting that ball go to the middle.
Yep.
Throw in here from Heritage, and there's Daniel Webb booting it out, and he looks to the sky and just says, "Man, shouldn't have done that." And no, just that ball is a little wayward off of his foot. David Merhalski clears it with his forehead right there, and Judson Wilkerson fighting for it as well. And that was Ivan Smits right there in the mix, and Ivan Smits. A lot of Smitses have gone through Heritage as well, and that's a name that's known there at Heritage from their school. A couple of basketball players. And
Judson Wilkerson there, we've mentioned his name multiple times, but taking on a couple defenders, really getting after it, and winning himself the free kick for his team, allowing them to get in the offensive zone and go to work. But Judson Wilkerson, have yourself a game, young man, doing well.
Yeah, and Reese Richards, you saw him there playing backwards a little bit, and some people might be confused, like, your goal's that way, you're coming this way. But he was setting up his fullback, and that time Daniel Webb just sent it a little bit to the right, but that's oftentimes a good strategy to just go backwards and get yourself a nice controlled clear shot as opposed to pushing 1-on-2, as Reese would have been doing there a moment ago. That ball sails out of bounds. It'll be Jeff Woosley throwing it in. Had a lot of throw-ins as well. That ball's just been on his side enough that the ball gets thrown in by him. Pretty often this game so far.
For whatever reason, maybe it's the Heritage plan. Maybe they like the players on that side, but that right side of the Swordsman defense getting a lot of action over there, but so far have done their job well.
And I just wonder if that's intentional. You know, is that game planned, or is that just, we're all left-footed and want to go left? I'm not sure. And maybe John Borge, a lot of times they come from the left so they can shoot with their right foot.
Watch out, Reese on the break here. Reese
gets taken out.
From behind.
They're going to call that because they should have.
And it'll be interesting to see what he's given here, whether it's a yellow or a red.
And I
think it was a yellow card. Again, a reminder, a red card should be for a denial of a clear scoring opportunity, which really that looked like it was.
Yeah, from behind almost.
Reese was in on goal and fighting the whole way for sure, but yeah, that's, I think, a generous yellow card there. Setting the ball up in a pretty short spot, Jaden Lemon.
Oh, Jaden, I would not stand in front of this guy. There's three brave young men standing there, and I would not be one of them. I'd be way over there on your screen to the far right. That'd be me. I'd be way outside, not standing in front of Jaden Lemon. He can boot that ball.
Yeah,
went low, and I'm surprised
shot.
He went low there. Jaden typically can hit those corners fairly well. And looking to set something else up.
I think he did it on purpose. Sometimes if you're on the wall, you jump. I think he was trying to go under the wall there, but they didn't accommodate him by jumping. So
that only works if they jump.
Yes.
Now, but Jaden's so skilled, can put it wherever he wants. And, man, if you're not here tonight, you should have been here. There is a ton of people. Heritage bringing a lot of fans out tonight. HB, a ton of fans as always. The stands are full. The entire sideline is full, and this is a common thing here. Every time we play Heritage, there are hundreds, it seems, of lawn chairs. You know, everyone brings their lawn chairs and recliners, and they're lazy boys, and they all come out to the field and sit sideline. It's a great view, and we're just above them up here in the booth, and it's just so nice seeing the lights out here at soccer time, and especially during a championship game, you can't beat that.
Yeah, just a lot of fun. Just, you know, we like basketball too, but just different, you know, a different vibe, different atmosphere out here, and yeah, HB definitely loves its soccer as well.
You'll see our tournament partners in the top left of your screen. These have all given in some way to help us bring you HBTV during the soccer season, and just so many people giving so much, and Gary Harper right in the middle of it as well, just very involved with giving to this program, and we're so appreciative of that. Hit your like on the screen. If you're watching this, how dare you not hit like? If you are taking advantage and using HBTV, man, just like it. It's so easy. Takes a half of a second. Really, it's not wasted. Give us a like. If you prefer to leave a comment, it absolutely has to be a good one. It can't be a bad one. But if you have a good comment and you want to leave it, go ahead and do that. But follow HBTV and get notifications turned on so you'll see whenever our games are live. And these guys certainly work hard for your attention. They give it all they've got out there on the field, on the court. HBTV brings you guys that work hard, that hustle, and you know what? They're good young men as well. Our soccer players, our basketball players, they're godly young men. They're soul winners. They go to church consistently, just good young men. And over here, a nice corner kick there from Heritage, and had a good look, and potentially something dangerous there for Hammond Baptist, but to no avail. Looks like the throw-in happened so quick, and Danny Webb right on it, giving up a ton of height there to Heritage, but still taking care of business, and Jaden Lemon sends it flying. And again, I said this would happen. Jaden Lemon hanging out on defense, and he knows, he's well aware. A tie-up score can give the other team the momentum, and who knows, then one turns to two. You saw it last game with Fairhaven. It was one zip, John, you said, the whole game, and then Fairhaven put one in, and that momentum carried them to a second goal right away. And it's crazy how quickly that can happen sometimes in a soccer game. Yeah, so if you're the Swordsmen, you don't feel comfortable yet with a 1-0 lead. Woo, Esteban cooking him, man. Yeah, cooking him on the grill.
James on the left side here cuts back.
Nice move.
I want to see him go more on the left, but he gets the shot off into a Heritage defender. Again, we talked about it.
Oh, it popped out. Oh, it popped out. Oh, and it's a goal just to the side. Oh, my goodness. Don't do that to me, Connor Lemon. Got me all excited thinking it was a goal. Now, if you didn't see it, boy, that goalie let the ball pop out. It popped out for a second or two. Connor right there to take full advantage, and just an excellent heads-up play. Booted it, but right to the side of the net. John Borsch, how great would that have been to have a second goal from Connor?
Would have been great. I'm not sure what happened to the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah.
Had it within his possession.
But trouble again. The press of the Swordsmen really causing issues. That's an ambitious effort there from James. But the press, Josh, and you mentioned it earlier, whenever there's a defender getting the ball, there's a couple Swordsmen right there. And making it really difficult for them to get anywhere on offense. But here they are on the break.
Oh, good. And that's going right to Mark Merhalski, coming up to get it. Good decision.
Yeah.
Wise play. And Dave Merhalski, a little heads-up play just to stand down. Just full sprint, and then he just stopped on a dime, and their player ran right into him. And, we got a man down out here for the Swordsmen. Maybe trying to sell it. Ref stretching him out there. What a good ref. Grabbing a foot, giving him a stretch. And hoping that that's nothing serious. I'm not quite sure. Maybe a cramp, and I think that's why the ref jumped in to help out. Oh, you never want to see that. It looks like a calf cramp. That might be what they're stretching there. Calf or a calf or a hammy. And that's always dangerous. I'm looking to see who that is, and I didn't see him go down, so I'm not quite sure who that is. But it is a Swordsman, and prayers are up to him. And obviously, anytime a man goes down, HB, Heritage, doesn't matter. We want them to get up right away. And you never like to see that. Oh, and that's Jaden Lemon looks down. Look like Jaden Lemon's down there with a, and it's a calf. We get a nice good view of it there on the screen, but that's a calf. Looks like it cramped, and he's got some tape on it. Looks like some preemptive tape, and sometimes that's just to no avail. I mean, you try to prevent those things. You eat your bananas, and your Wheaties and all that stuff to try to prevent it, and that stuff still happens. And Jaden, no doubt, will tough it out and try to get right back on the field, but he's going to need a minute. That's a tough one. And, John, you ever had that happen with a calf injury? I know that's happened to me. It's not fun.
No, I have not, no.
Man, that is the worst. And it happened to me during basketball seasons where you do everything you can to prevent it, but then just a little bit too much strain, too much too much effort, too many games in a day, and then you go out there and you're just running down the field, and then all of a sudden you're down, and your calf just, you can't move anything, and you just need someone to stretch out.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye. Oh, he's let's see. I believe he went off just for a second here, but we'll keep an eye on Jaden. Definitely want him back on the field as quick as possible for the Swordsmen.
Yeah, and this is Esteban Santos here, playing a little shake and bake, and I like it. That ball's out. It's going to be Heritage ball. Esteban's crafty, too, and Esteban used to, and we mentioned this, and I mentioned this, that in 6th grade, that guy would go up against anyone, just fighting people. Scared me, I was a little worried for him. Like, man, you got to ease up on these guys. I know they're older than you, but ease up. But he has developed some craftiness to his game. Used to is all, he had skill, but now he's really taking it to the next level. It's fun to watch him out there.
Yeah, one of those sophomores in that class, very talented.
Don't go to the middle. Ah, there you go. Daniel scared me there. I thought he was going middle. Good, Judson. Good work. Spacing, boys. Spacing. Esteban trying to handle business. Oh, that's Jeff Woosley. Almost a handball. It's close.
Yeah.
Hit him right in the stomach, but a good save there.
And you want to see Reese, you want to see Judson really get the ball and get some time on the ball with Jaden out, your guy, your main captain there. Let's get the ball to Reese, get it in the offensive zone, and let him go to work while your guy's down. Swordsman throw far side.
Oh, Reese is open. They caught him right on the corner. Reese had a look. Oh, but he couldn't beat his man. That was a nice spacing throw there. Threw it in front of Reese, and Reese was able to get around his guy, but then just couldn't cut it back to the middle and get a good look at a shot. Maybe a cross here. Good looking cross. Had some space, but Heritage, excellent job to clear it back there. Those fullbacks on Heritage have done a fine job.
Yeah.
10 shots on goal, but only 1 went in, and doing some work out there. This is Heritage coming all the way up to the corner. Some good effort, a good push from Edison Zanstra. And Dave Marhalski, there he is, trying to clear it. Mark Marhalski, thank goodness, is there to save the day. Superman freshman Mark Marhalski. And he can boot that to the sky, all the way to midfield there. Love that from Mark. And all the way to Reese. And Reese is one-on-one, sends it ahead. And that's James, but no space there for James. Went right to the goalie. The depth perception, I'm telling you what, from right here is tough. I really thought he had the ball with some space. But sent it over the head right to the goal.
Yeah, James getting a yellow card there. Maybe a bit frustrated he couldn't get to the ball. The goalie was looking to kick it, and James was kind of getting in the way there.
Yeah.
So he'll have to go off for a second. But I believe that's Jaden coming back on, so good to see him back in there.
Yeah.
For the Swordsmen. 18 minutes left in this second half. Swordsmen clinging to a 1-0 lead.
And we said it about Jaden Lemon that he was, crafty, and John Woosley first half said he doesn't see a lot of contact. But Jaden, don't take that the wrong way. Jaden is not afraid. He's a tough player, very skilled player, and you see it there, just getting right back up and checking back in. Heritage with some space here. This is dangerous. There he is, Dave Marhalski, relentless. And what could they possibly call there from, hopefully not on blue. That's no bueno.
He's calling it on Mason Wilkerson. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that was not on Marhalski, because that was a clean play and a nice effort play. Looks like something on Mason. You're right. I don't know what the issue was there. And they are going to sort this out.
I don't know if something was said off the ball. Sometimes if the defenders have the ball and Mason made a play, they'll let the play continue and award the yellow card later. So I don't know if it was something that happened a minute ago or so, but I didn't see anything worthy of a yellow card from Mason there.
Yeah, me either. And I don't think, our guys are pretty good about not saying stuff off the ball and respectful and all that.
Of course,
So I'm not quite sure what that would have been. But game on, game continuing here, and that's a offsides potentially on us.
No, something on Heritage there, whether a foul or handball, it's going to go Swordsman way.
Yeah, but all the way back there, that's interesting. Something must happen pretty far back. Well, it's our ball, Swordsman ball. 16 minutes to go here in the second half, and we have a 1-0 lead right now. Hoping to retain that, John Borsch, and I think the important thing is just play smart here. You don't need to take a game. No! Just over. Oh, my. And that looks like Travis Wilson. Was that Travis Wilson that took the shot there? Just a little bit over the goal, but a good look from Travis.
Yeah, finding himself in a good spot there.
Yeah, would have been great to see a goal there from Travis Wilson. and someone that is really has been strictly defense, was playing fullback and now up there at midfielder a little bit and had a chance to put a goal in. And you love to see that. It's nice seeing those defenders put goals in every once in a while, and that's good to see. Play smart here. And as I was saying, if you're the Swordsman, you want to be smart. You don't need to take risks or gambles here up 1-0. And again, would have liked it to have been 2-0 at this point in the game, but it's 1-0. And if it's 1-0, it's 1-0. That is what it is. But we need to play smart soccer. And our offensive players, James, Jaden, Reese, still look to score, still look to shoot the ball and be aggressive. We don't want to let up there, and that's going to be a penalty on Esteban Santos. And he looks confused, but from here I saw his arm extend, and that's a push, and that's going to be a penalty all day long. A direct for Heritage, and they take it to Judson's head there, and Judson, another header. Darvell comes flying in out of nowhere and saves the ball as well. Jaden playing up to Reese Richards, and those two have such a good connection. Oh, nice send up to James. James has space. Oh, and Heritage cuts him off. Man, it looked like a great send there from Reese Richards right up the middle to James's path of movement, and that was just heads up by Reese to get that ball in the right spot.
Yeah, we've said Reese on the wing there, and even sometimes he'll drift more central, but a very great provider of the ball, and just nearly put a pass into James's way for a one-on-one chance.
Yeah, man, Reese is feeding the birds. You know, he's going to give everyone a worm. He's going to put it right down your alley and let you put a goal in there. And I love Reese, man. He is just so fun to watch. Such a good communicator on the field and such a good provider, as you said. Just can dish it out, man, for his teammates. He's the point guard of soccer right now, and
Sure.
I love what he's doing out there on the field. And Reese and Jaden and these guys are just excellent guys as well. I mean, we talk about their soccer abilities, but here at Hammond Baptist, you know, we teach them a lot more than just soccer. It's about character, discipline, devotion, things that matter in life, doing things that will last for eternity. And all those young men are just such good young men and have bright futures ahead of them, and I'm excited about what they're going to do. But just good young men. I hope that when you see a Hammond Baptist jersey, you don't just think sports, but you think legacy, you think heritage, you think just things that we've had for a long time, you know, just honorable school, things have done right. A lot of good Christian men that have served in this school for a long time, and hopefully we just give them the best they can and just help them succeed. And I'm excited about the futures of these young men. And oh my, some action down by the goal, and not a goal, but real close there. Good work from the goalie on Heritage to stop that one, and it goes right back to Daniel Webb, and he might send it up for another look there. Daniel's going all the way up to past midfield and working hard, and he's got to get back too. Swordsman might lack some numbers. Good slide tackle from Daniel Webb and saves it. Ball still alive. It's still in play, and some physical play there from HB, and someone falls down on Heritage. We got Reese Richards on the left side looking to send a cross. Jukes him out, goes goal line, sends it to the middle, and it was a shot on goal just a little bit low, and the goalie retains possession, sends it to midfield.
Misjudged by Jeff Woosley. Darvell back to help him out. And to get it out of bounds, that's fine, but Swordsman got to get back here.
Yeah, 12 minutes to go, and this is when you start, you know, right out of the gate, second half, you're normally locked in, you're engaged, you're enthused. 12 minutes to go, that's the point in the game where things can start to go sideways. You know, you start to get a little soft, a little bit lackadaisical, and stuff can go wrong real quick here, and you got to just be attentive. Just keep your head up, and I would love to see us just close some gaps here and not give them anything. And that's a shot on goal, and luckily Mark Marhalski's there to save it. Bear Claws out there just keeping the ball alive and saving us. 1-0 here, Swordsman lead, 11 minutes to go, 11 and a half or so, and Swordsman really got to keep playing aggressive. And that's a handball there from the Swordsman. It's going the other way. Be sure to like, subscribe, get notified. This is HBTV. We bring you basketball and now soccer. And soccer's on the list here. We're going to, hopefully HBTV will live stream the home games. And, man, just get in on it. Like it, subscribe, get notified when the stuff's on. And when our games are going, you can watch them. These guys work hard. They're worthy of your viewership. I mean, these guys earn it. They're out there working hard every night, and it's fun to see. Also, our sponsors on the screen, these guys have all helped make HBTV possible for soccer, and that's CAPS, JAC, Preferred Homes, and Sharper Business Solutions. They've all given so that we can be here at HBTV broadcasting, live streaming, and giving you the games. Man, some physical play here from Reese Richards. John Borch, I love it, man. I love the physicality.
Yeah, here he
Reese
is.
has a look. He might try to center James out there. Gets tripped up, no call. They're going to let it play on. Reese is Got his hands up, can't believe it. That's one of those you might let go, though, and I don't think it was that dirty or that intentional. Reese, I think, just kind of tripped up on her leg. But Reese, certainly, man, when you're in the heat of the battle, you always think every call should go your way. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well. When you're out there playing, working hard, giving it your all, and you fall down on someone's leg, man, it's their fault, and you better call it. That's my mentality. That's how I see things. But it's tough. You know, you got to have a bipartisan view on some of these calls, and these guys certainly do the best to control their emotions. That's a throw-in from Jaden Lemon to Reese Richards, still playing physical out there with Heritage defense, and that's out of bounds off Judson and Jaden, and that'll be Heritage bringing it up the sideline. And Edison Zanstra had a lot of action out here. He's just been real active around the ball. Dave Marhalski, smooth play to keep it. And it looks like he's going to go as far as he can and send it. Tries to boot it. Maybe a handball there by Heritage. You're going to let that go. Dave Marhalski's turning on a dime. It's out of bounds. Heritage ball. Heritage will throw it in. Some urgency they sense here. Down 1-0 with 9.5 to go. Time is just ticking away, and the ball. Oh, Stevan got knocked down. Looked like he got kicked in the shin.
Oh, Reese, get on your horse. He's got a chance here.
Yeah, the guy tried taking him out, and Reese said, nope. Look at that, man. These guys are just knocking him down.
What's he doing? Reese,
yeah.
Even off the ball, was just pushed down.
I know. They're getting knocked down like nothing. And Esteban Santos is still down. I mean, this is consistent. And you got to see these things and stop play. Esteban, and again, this play on Esteban was not a dirty play, but he went to go kick that ball, and another guy coming for the ball ran right through it and into his groin, and he went down hard right away. And he has not moved since. This is not looking good for Esteban. And, man, such a tough player. Esteban for years here at Hammond Baptist, unafraid to go against anyone, is very physical, very dominant with his body, and I love watching him play, but that does come with a risk, and he is seeing that now as he's down on the ground and has not really moved. And hopefully, John, this looks like a case of Wynn getting knocked out. And I know that happens a lot on the soccer field, and I think that might be what this is. I do hope it's nothing serious. He took a hard hit, and it was. He went right down and had not gotten back up.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was watching the ball and watching Reese up there. But, yeah, he's looks to be in some pain.
Oh,
his
man.
teammates pick him up there.
They're
going to
carry him off. And if he's coming this way, that's not good. The hope is that he goes to the bench, but if Brother Woosley and Coach Callinger are carrying him off this way, man, he's not coming back in this game, and I'm fearful on that. I hope that's nothing too bad. Man, I hate seeing that from Esteban, such a good young man. And if you don't know Esteban Santos, that guy, heart of gold. That man is a servant, very compassionate to others, a kind spirit, a good attitude, a smile on his face at all times, and gets it from his dad. Just an excellent young man. Excellent family, and his dad's going to check on him right now, and sure hope that Esteban's okay. And if you're watching on the live stream, say a quick prayer for Esteban. Want him to be okay and all right. And, man, you never like seeing guys go down. That's never a fun thing to watch for your team that you're rooting for or the other team. And, boy, just hope Esteban can get better quickly. The game will resume here, I believe, shortly. Why don't you show our sponsors, Cole, the guys that help make this possible, the people that have given to our program. We got CAPS, JAC, Sharper Business Solutions, and Preferred Homes. These have all given to make HPTV possible during soccer season. And Jaden Lemon, a little bit of a breakaway here, finds James to the middle, and a little hard off his foot, and that goes right back to Heritage. They're going to turn and go here.
Just under 9 minutes left. Swordsmen need to rally here to finish off strong. Again, don't stop pushing. Let's try to get that second goal. If you're the Swordsmen Heritage, you're running out of time here. You got 9 minutes. You need a goal. You need to go quickly. Watch out, Mark.
Oh, no! Oh, good save from Mark Marhalski. And I'm telling you, man, Edison Zanstra is a nice little sophomore out there. He is around the goal at all times, giving us heart attacks up here, John Borsch. But he is fighting for his life down there, trying to get a goal, and almost had one there on Mark Marhalski. And I like that heads-up play from Mark, just hustling out there. And those two will be going at it for years. Edison, a sophomore, and Mark, a freshman. They're going to see a lot of each other for years to come.
We talked about it earlier, Mark just being aggressive or at least making up his mind whether he's going to come out or if he's going to stay. That time made the decision early to come out and to get the ball, and that was a smart decision.
Danny Webb all the way up there in the front field, and he's going up. He's running the middle spot, Daniel Webb, trying to play some offense. I like it. Daniel Webb can score goals too, and looks like trying to keep that ball on our side there, and right to the middle to Connor Lemon, and Connor's going to turn and look, has some space, create some space, and he's so good at creating space. And Connor, another one of those guys, real skilled. A nice skilled soccer player. It's fun to watch him play. And with another hard foot, I mean, he can kick that ball from a long way and hit corners, and just a real solid player. And I love watching Connor Lemon play as well.
Goal kick here with just over 7 minutes left. Swordsman again clean to a 1-0 lead, looking for the second. It's gotten chippy a little bit this last 5 minutes or so. And the game slowed down just a little bit.
You know, an important key here with 6 minutes to go. If you're the HB defense, don't let up. You've had a great game, and we've had a couple of these close calls, a couple of shots on goal, and then Mark Marhalski just now saved that one beautifully right there in the goal box. But don't let up. Don't start giving them looks and giving them opportunities here. And they're going to be eager here in the last 6 minutes of the game, realizing that, oh, no, man, got to turn that ball around to the side. And Jeff Woosley, good job to save it there to Travis Wilson. Travis to Jaden, and Jaden's going to turn and go. Right to Judson, pop ahead, and that's going to be Heritage trying to keep it. But some good looks here. I just think our defense needs to be solid back there. It's going to be a push down here at the end of the wire, 6 minutes to go. They've got to be just on it like a hawk. And right now we're looking at Dave Marhalski, Jeff Woosley, and Daniel Webb back there holding down the fort. And really, really hope that they can be just stoppers back there.
Yeah, and I like to look at also the guys right in front of them. I see Jaden trotting down there to help defend, and Judson as well. Really want to keep the ball away from our last line of defense, if at all possible there.
Yeah. The bad thing is about that, the score will end with us having one. You know, if we start focusing on defense, we won't get a second goal. It's all about us not letting them score. Because the problem is then you got, oh, James, that's gonna be a penalty. The problem is, though, John Borsch, if we do that, we just commit to defense, when you get a nice send, it's James by himself or it's Reese by himself, and that's dangerous. Oh, man, another guy down, Heritage here. Oh, and he might have some cramps as well. Got knocked down pretty hard there by James, and we got to be clean there. We cannot be shoving guys. You know, it's not healthy, not a good way to play. And, again, we just said it with Esteban, but we hope Heritage's player is okay here.
And James already on a yellow card. If he gets one more yellow card, he is out, and not only is he out, but Swordsman play with 10 men. So James does not want to leave it in the hands of the ref there. Honestly, the ref had every chance there to give him that second yellow.
Yeah, could have.
So don't put it in his hands if you're James. That hurts your team pretty bad. You got 5 minutes left. You want to be playing with all 11 men, so be careful.
Yeah, and 5:30 to go. These are crucial 5 minutes, clearly, and Heritage is going to try to make something happen. It's now or never for Heritage, and really, it's going to be a battle of this end of the field. It looks to me like we are committing to defense. I see Jaden Lemon hanging out. The only guys up ahead are Connor and Reese, and especially David now even coming back to play some defense. So you just hope that we can win that battle. You know, we're certainly not going to try to score another goal, it looks like, and we're going to commit to defense, but we got to be clean, got to be right, and it looks like Mark there saving the day right there in the goal box, and he's been a hawk out there getting these steals.
But with Heritage pushing for this goal, it opens up chance on a counterattack like
Go get it, Connor.
Here. I don't think we're going to quite be able to get that one, but Josh opened up because, like you said, Heritage has to push forward here because they have to get a goal, but that's going to open up chances for us on the other end.
Yeah.
Crossed into the middle, too close to the goalie, and he scoops it up.
Yeah, goalie throws it out to one of his wingers out there and pulling it up the sideline, going to try to center it here and send it right to Daniel Webb. You got to turn to the outside here, Daniel. And Judson telling him, turn to the outside, don't give it to him. Oh, my, dangerous cross there from Heritage. And Judson tried to say, Daniel, go outside it. Daniel still turned middle and let him go. And, oh, no. Man, another dangerous cross. See, and this is what we're saying. You cannot let them get what they want here. Oh, good save by Mason Wilkerson to clear that ball. You needed that. You can't let them play around and toy with you in the box. That's danger zone. Don't let them have it. Good. There he is, Jaden Lemon, clearing things out, being a brick wall back there and helping them out. You love to see it. Judson there with the header. Heritage with the header. My goodness. Dave Marhalski going to take care of some business out here. Sends wide to Reese. And Reese going to try to go to the sideline and might beat his man. Does beat his man. Looks like he's playing with some space. And gets kicked in the shin. And Reese consistently begging for those calls. third time now that he's begged for a call on that. That just
Well-
looks like a soccer play to me. What do you think, John?
Well, we've talked about Reed's pretty cool-headed. I think if he's asking for something, that's probably warranted.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
Yeah, he's got hacked down a couple times here. But Swordsmen are happy for the penalty. He does get the call. Jaden gets a chance to slow it down.
John, Jaden can put this in. From right here, Jaden can put that in.
He's going for it.
Oh, Jaden Lemon. That was sweet. And I'm telling you, that boy could put it in. If he had not gone middle, I say that's a goal. But he went directly middle. And if he would have went to either side, I think that's a goal. That was the goalie had to reach up there. A big leap to grab that ball. Jaden, just a great shot, man. And right now, I bet he can kick it in from right here. No, but in all seriousness, he has a good foot and a deep foot. He can put it in from distance. It's fun to see. Oh, no, whiff by Mason. Could have had a nice look with some space. James turning going here. There you go. Mason coming to help out. Judson there to help out. James there to help out. Everyone going to the ball and helping out the team, and I like it. Spacing's important, though. Look at Connor, wide side, hands up, saying, hey, give me the ball. Look at him. I mean, just what? No one's even in his vicinity.
It's got very bunched up on the left side here.
Yeah, that's just poor spacing, and you don't like to see it. But a lot of it is they're playing poorly as well as far as spacing goes, so we've got to just play over to cover their men, but we've got Connor just wide open over there if we could send him the ball. Send him. There you go. Go get it, Connor. Connor with some space. Gets the ball, keeps the ball, pushes ahead, and that's what we were just talking about, John Borsch. With all the space, Connor has the ball, turns to look. Oh, and he falls down. No call is made.
Oh, that might be a call. They may have
they did. It's a late one. Heritage can't believe it. That's a late call, but they might. Man, is that in the box?
I think it's in the box. We're just checking on
Oh, that's a PK. It's in the box.
Connor to make sure
Hopefully he's okay.
he's okay here.
Oh, man, a third player down.
He
Things get
seems-
chippy out here at HB, man. Things
Yeah.
get chippy. And people want to win games. This is a championship. There's trophies involved. There's pride involved. Man, and we never like to lose to Heritage. And Heritage never likes to lose to us. We're both very, very competitive schools. And I do love the competitive rivalry that we have with them. But it always has to be clean. You want that in all cases. Is that outside the box? Can we get a closer view of that, Cole? It might be outside the box. And they're going to give it to him at the top corner.
Yeah,
It looks like.
just barely.
Just so close to it. And if Jaden's taking that shot, this is like a free throw. I mean, this is, as far as distance goes, it's a free throw. And you've got to account for all of these players standing in front of you. But that brick wall, those guys have some guts. We've said it before. I am not doing that. Off his head. Wow, and he deflected it with his head. That's a tough one. And Mason over there trying to fight for that ball, trying to keep it. I love seeing that grit from Mason Wilkerson. He's had a nice night as well. Just stepped up in a big role, and as a sophomore, getting some good minutes in there, playing some good HB soccer.
Yeah, he's looked good. Hasn't played much soccer in his career, but both him and Judson having a great night for the Swordsmen.
And there's Judson right in the thick of things, as always, playing some competitive ball. Oh, and that's a deep one. Jeff's got to beat him. Jeff's got to beat him there. Oh, and he gets the outside edge on Jeff. Looking to cross it.
Oh, that's trouble.
Paul's in the middle, wide open, and Dave Merhalski clears it. Nice by Dave Merhalski. Way to take care of business. They had Paul Upoff right on goal, wide open for the cross. Could not quite get it to him.
Under a minute left. Heritage is really going to start to push here. Free kick going Heritage's way.
Oh, no. Good save by Jeff Woosley, man. That could have been trouble right there on the outside edge.
The Swordsmen, when they get the ball, they're just going to start clearing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is back.
30 seconds to go. Oh, don't throw it to the to the
and
goalie.
take your time, Mark. Mark, take your time. Get everyone up. You give it a good boot, and Swordsmen are going to walk away with the championship here.
Oh, yeah. Nice send. 10 seconds to go, and that could be it for the Swordsmen. As long as nothing incredible happens, it looks like with 5 seconds to go that the Hammond Baptist Swordsmen have taken the Invitational Tournament and are the tournament champions. What an exciting night. What a game. 13 shots on goal to 11 for Heritage. And the Swordsmen are the tournament champions, taking first place and snagging that first place trophy. What a night. This has been an excellent night of soccer. And we're going to dismiss you here In a few minutes, we'll let the live stream go on, but we're going to sign off here for Josh Conger, for John Borsch. It's been a privilege and an honor, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the ceremonies. At this time, they're giving out all tournament awards. The first one, I don't believe you can hear, so the first one is David Fernandez. The second one's Braden Dykstra from Heritage. From State Line Christian, number 10, Landon Worley. Jonathan Rose. Luke Walter from Victory. Number 13, Ivan Smith from Heritage. from Hammond Baptist, Judson Wilkerson. Reese Richards from Hammond Baptist, number 4, had a great tournament. Noah Lenting also had a great game tonight for Heritage. He is also all tournament. And the MVP of the tournament, number 21 from Hammond Baptist, Jaden Lemon. And he had an excellent tournament. And second place for the tournament, Heritage Christian Defenders. They're coming out now to center field to receive their trophy. And the champions, first place, your Hammond Baptist Swordsmen. Exciting, and they're coming out to get their trophy. And what a great sight. These guys are excited about it. Worked hard for it, earned it, and you love to see it. Thank you again for joining us at HBTV. This is Josh Conger signing off. Once again, want to thank our producer, Jack Huckins, John Woosley, John Borsch, Cole Carpenter. Done a lot of work putting it on tonight, and we appreciate it. Have a good night.